What's good, everybody? It's your boy Hunter for Ather Gaming, and today guys coming to you with a brand new video, guys. But before we get into that, make sure you guys like the video, make sure you guys comment what you guys want to see next, and of course make sure you guys are subscribed because we are going to be uploading daily content like I've been saying in the past couple of videos. So make sure you guys are subscribed because you don't want to miss it. But anyways guys, without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So guys, starting off with the first combo, we are going to be playing Chaos Space and Absolute Router Dragon, and this is like the most simple of the two combos that I'm going to be showing you. The second one just has a lot more like variety and different lines of plays, but this is like the most bog standard way that most of these Dragon Link decks are going to be progressing later on. If you guys want to see deck profiles for these decks, make sure you guys comment down below. But without further ado guys, let's get straight into the first combo. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use Chaos Space, we're going to pitch the Router, and we're going to add our White Dragon. And now Router is going to trigger to add our Tracer. Perfect. We're going to banish the Router, summon our White Dragon, and then we're going to go ahead and turn our White Dragon into our first striker. So now it's going to be Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. We're going to add our Boot Sector and our Black Dragon. And then from here, we're going to banish the White to summon the Black Dragon. But before we do anything else moving forward, we're going to use the Chaos Space to shuffle back our White Dragon, or put it at the bottom of the deck, and then draw a card, right? But right here, I don't actually draw a card, I just add Chaos Space to my hand, just to show you guys that like the cards you draw doesn't really matter, and just show you guys that this was due to Chaos Space's effect. But yeah, anyways, we're going to continue with the combo. We're going to turn our two Dragon Boys into our Heretic Seal of Heavenly Spheres, and now Black Dragon will trigger to add back our White Dragon, so it's literally as if nothing happened on that one ban list long ago. And now from there, what we're going to do is we're going to activate our Boot Sector, and Boot Sector is going to summon our Tracer. Then we're going to use Tracer's effect to pop the Sector to summon our Rocket from deck. Again, it doesn't matter who you summon. From here, we're going to turn Silver into our LP and Tracer into our Pisty. And now, Striker Dragon, sorry, I skipped a step. Then we're going to turn him into our second Striker Dragon. Now this is very important because right here we're going to use LP effect. Again, you need the monsters pointing, and of course you don't want to use Pisty, so LP is going to get us our Black Metal. Then we're going to use Striker Dragon to pop itself to actually add our Tracer back from the graveyard, which is super important. Then we turn our Metal into our Pisty. Metal will trigger to add our Darkness Metal. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to actually banish our LP to summon the Darkness Metal, and then we're going to trigger Darkness Metal as the first effect to summon Silver Rocket. And then right here we are going to link these two into our Delindrous. And now from here we're going to use Pisty effect again, summon Darkest Metal. Again, he's not hard on return, but hopefully, not hopefully, but we are getting that errata. Right here we're going to bring him back. And the reason why Delindrous Dragon is really important to this deck is because he says right here, if a rocket monster is special summoned to your field while this card's in the graveyard, you can special summon it. Banishment leaves the field, super doesn't matter because he just comes back to help us link climb even further, which I'll show you guys in just a second. Now we're going to turn our Pisty and Delindrous into our Triple Burst right here. Now we are going to turn our two dragons again into Quad Boral, and now this is what I was talking about when Delindrous triggers. So right here we're going to go Quad Boral. We're going to pitch the Tracer. Make sure you pitch the Tracer unless you already have a Tracer in the graveyard, because you want to essentially reborn them back with Quad Boral's effect. So we're going to use Quad Boral's effect pitch to pop the Triple Burst, and then we're going to reborn our two rockets. So now you guys can see right here in the graveyard I didn't have a Tracer, so I pitched the Tracer. Again, if you have like other rockets, you can reborn like a bunch of rockets and extend even further, but I'm just showing you like super standard what the two cards end you with. And of course, if you guys want to see more things, make sure you guys let us know below. But anyways, now what we're going to do is, since monsters were destroyed, I accidentally banished it, but Delindrous summons himself, right? Now from here we're going to turn our two rockets into our Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon effect, we're going to equip Chill Burst to give us 3 essential negates. Then we're going to turn our two monsters into our Unchained Abomination, and of course Delindrous is banished. And yeah, so essentially that was like the 2-card combo, which nets you like 2 additional cards. So technically you have like the whole 3 more cards in your hand, maybe even more. And again, we want to leave the Heretic Seal on board to play like around like Nibiru. If they Nibiru us, we summon like our Brotor and like get a Nibiru or like extend even further. But then the reason why Heretic Seal is really good is because you can actually seal, tribute himself, bounce a card, and then summon another Tracer from your deck. So now you have 2 more forms of interruption. With Tracer to pop a card, then Abomination, and Tracer will summon another monster. So now during your turn, you can just push even further because you still have the White Dragon. So yeah, it's just really good. Again, this deck like was already super insane, and now that it got like another buff, it's really good. But yeah, now from here we are going to move on to the next combo, and this one is a lot more like variety dependent. But yeah, anyways. So now guys, we are coming to you with the second combo, and this is like the more like, I guess, high ceiling combo, just because like there's so many different like lines of plays that you can take, and I'll explain each and every line of play as we come across them. But yeah, anyways, without further ado, we're gonna start this combo as well. We're gonna go Chaos Base, we're gonna pitch our Roar, and of course, who else are we gonna add but our White Dragon? And now from here, we're going to banish the Roar to summon the White Dragon. Roar will trigger to summon Dark from our deck. Now we're going to link White Dragon and Dark away into our Reaper-Docus, and then we're going to trigger our Dark and our White. So we're going to add our Matrix, and we're going to add our Black Dragon. Now Reaper-Docus can be any generic link too. It doesn't have to be like Reaper-Docus. The only reason why I did Reaper-Docus is just because like it was kind of like the only one that I felt like was viable, just in case like you get hand trapped and all sorts of things. Like you can actually summon the Matrix and like do other guard dragon plays, but just for now I feel like Reaper-Docus himself was just like the best you can play. But yeah, so now that's Reaper-Docus, and now from here we're going to summon our Black Dragon by banishing the White, and then we're going to normal summon the Matrix. But before we do anything, we're going to banish Chaos Base. We're going to put White Dragon, we're going to draw a card. So right here I drew Abster Dragon. So now this is what I mean. If you have Abster Dragon, your play becomes a lot more insane, and I'll show you guys further on. But just for the combo tutorial purposes, I actually put Router Dragon back, and I just put Chaos Space in my hand, just to show you guys the pluses that we're actually going to get. So now from here, we're going to actually link our Reaper-Docus and our Matrix away into our Draco Masters of Tenny. So this guy says 2 monsters, including a link monster, so that's where Reaper-Docus comes into play. And then the second reason why I play this card actually is his pointers. You guys can see he points all 3 ways down. So now this gives us an out here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn black. We're going to add the Matrix first, of course. Then we're going to turn Black Dragon into our White. Into our LP, sorry. And then Black is going to add our White. And now from here, we're going to use LP effect. LP is going to summon our Brotor. Brotor is going to target himself or LP, again, it doesn't matter. And now Brotor is going to pitch a card. Again, I pitched the card that we drew, so Chaos Space essentially. We're going to add our Levianeer. And then we turn Brotor into our Pisty. And Pisty will reborn Brotor. So right here, you guys see me, I was checking the graveyard just because I wanted to see if I had any other lines of plays. So now Pisty's going to reborn Brotor. Then we're going to turn LP and Pisty away, and we're going to turn them into our Romulus. Romulus is going to add us our Ravine. And now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to actually activate our Dragon Ravine. We're going to pitch the White Dragon, and now we're going to mill our Galactic Spiral Dragon. Now this guy says, while this card is in your hand or graveyard, control 2 or more light and or dark dragon monsters. You can special summon this card. Banish when it leaves the field, and then during the main phase, you can make everybody level 8 until the end of this turn. Super good, and I'm going to show you guys why in just a second. So now what we're going to do is we're going to banish 3 darks, and we're going to summon our Levianeer. So now we're going to rip a card from our opponent's hand. And now right here, since we have 2 dark dragon monsters, we're going to summon our Galactic Spiral Dragon. So now this is what I mean where like we could push even further. If we actually had the Dragon Ravine, we could pitch the Dragon Ravine. We can actually pitch the Abster Router, sorry. We can dump our card if we wanted to. And then Router would trigger to add a Tracer, and then we would have the Brotor on board where we could turn it into a Striker Dragon to get our Boot Sector launch, and then push even further and further like I showed in my Blue Eyes video yesterday. But that's not the case here, just because I want to show you like sort of like the skeleton of the combo, and then I want to give it to you guys where you guys can adapt it and make it even better. But yeah, so now right here, we're not even going to use Spiral Dragon's effect, even though we can make Brotor into an 8. It doesn't even matter because we got 2 8 bad boys right here. So now we're going to link, we're going to overlay these guys into our Hope in defense and move the zones. Zones don't even matter. But again, like I said before, if we had like 1 more extender, maybe like an additional normal summon, this could become an Appaloosa, this could become like a Heretic Seal, like depending on like what we have, you know what I mean? But yeah, so anyways, we're gonna do that. And now we're going to turn, see, again, I was checking the graveyard because I wanted to see like if I could push even further. So right here, we go Brotor Romulus, we're gonna go into our Anaconda, and then we're gonna use Anaconda's effect, pay the 2k, and we're gonna mill our Fusion for cost. And of course, he takes the effect, so now he's gonna use the Fusion, shuffle back our Roar, shuffle back our Dark, and shuffle back our Matrix in the graveyard to summon out our Titan. And then of course we can't special summon monsters, so that's the turn, but it doesn't really matter. But this is what I meant to say. So now those cards net us all sorts of advantages. We have a Hope on board, we have a Titan that can pop a card, and again, like I said before, if we had other sorts of cards like in our hand, if you had access to different sorts of plays, like maybe Abster Router pitch something, if you had the Spiral Dragon, you could pitch it, send a Safer, and we push even way more further than like we initially had before. So this is why I feel like this is also another viable strategy that the Thunder Dragon deck can pick up moving on forward. But like I said before, guys, these two combos that I show you were like super crucial. I feel like everybody should know them. Of course, this is why I showcase these sort of combos. If you guys like the video, make sure you guys like the video. Of course, subscribe, because we will be uploading even more insane content from here on till forever, until I stop. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed these type of videos. If you guys do, make sure you guys leave a like. Again, let's try and hit 100 likes. And this is Hamza, and like I always say, keep on shining and never give up on your dreams. Peace.